Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunter, czar of the playbook. Bring you our Northeast Conference Game of the Week preview between the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils and the Stony Brook Seawolves. Now let's take a look at the Blue Devils in this ball game. You talk about a defensive line, a very young defensive line that has to grow up real quick. This week against Stony Brook, you know Stony Brook is going to run downhill, that huge offensive line and that depth in the backfield. Those defensive linemen of Central Connecticut State have to come to play because they have two outstanding linebackers. Look at a guy like Lorenzo Baker and also Lawton Arnold. Those guys can definitely play downhill. They can stop the run, but you can't keep trash in their front yard. You can't keep bodies from engulfing them at the second level. You keep your trash clean. You keep yourself at the line of scrimmage. Those linebackers will be able to run downhill. Now you look at the offensive line, they have to open up holes against a very aggressive defensive front because they do have an outstanding tailback in Chris Tolbert. He has the speed to take it the distance. All he needs is a lane and he can go. So you got to open up the holes. O-line, D-line have to show up big this week for Central Connecticut State. Now you look at Stony Brook, two things you know about Stony Brook. They're going to be sound both on the offensive line and the defensive line, and they will have two outstanding tailbacks. The rich get richer in my opinion. They already had Miguel Masonette. Now they bring over a guy, Marcus Coker, transferred from Iowa, team him up with Masonette. Masonette had over 1,700 yards last year. Coker is an outstanding back, so they will continue to have two tailbacks to run downhill. And they have to make Central Connecticut State one-dimensional. You have to make these guys throw the football. That's where they're weakest. Keep the aggressiveness coming, and that way you can have success. And they have a very stingy defense themselves. Stony Brook does 3.4 yards a carry. So if they could stop the run, put the passing game in the forefront for Central Connecticut State, they could have a chance. Look at this game. Can the Blue Devils stop the run? I don't think so. I'm going with Stony Brook to win this ball game en route to maybe what could possibly be a national championship run.